My dear Earthmasters, I am very happy to be with you all today. I am Layti. The ascension process on Earth is reaching a pivotal phase indeed. Over the next 60 days, exceptionally powerful energetic shifts will accelerate your awakening and transformation. Many of you have sensed the intensity building. Solar flares, geomagnetic storms, and planetary alignments are not random events, but part of a greater cosmic convergence driving evolution. These incoming waves of energy can trigger profound changes within and around you. As world events grow more turbulent and polarizing, even the most advanced starseeds and awakened souls may feel themselves being pulled into a negative vortex of fear, anger, or despair. But know that this chaos is a catalyst, and you have the tools to remain centered in your heart space. Sometimes you may experience intense emotions, physical fluctuations, or sudden changes in your life as old energies surface to be cleared. Already, Earth's magnetic field has shown unusual fluctuations and strong solar storms have swept through, signs of the incoming light doing its work. Do not fear these events. Cosmic alignments like the upcoming equinox will continue to bathe the planet in high-frequency light. These energies are catalysts for transformation, and they are ultimately helping to liberate you from old limitations. Embrace them with a trusting heart, and you will ride the waves instead of feeling pulled under. In this transmission, we will guide you through understanding the current energies and provide practices to help you stay aligned with love and unity. Now is the time to ascend together by harnessing these energies for the highest good of all. In the process of awakening, no two souls are at the exact same point on their journey. Each of you is uniquely different by design because your diversity contributes to the expansion of all that is. Some are just beginning to open their eyes, while others have been walking the ascension path for years or decades. This can make it challenging at times to relate to one another. You naturally seek out those with whom you resonate, forming communities in person or online where you can share, learn, and feel understood. This is a wonderful part of the journey, to find kindred spirits who get it. However, recognize that being at a different stage than someone else does not make you better or more advanced in any absolute sense. Every point on the awakening spectrum is necessary and valuable. The newly awakened soul contributes just as much to the collective as the seasoned wise one, simply by adding a fresh perspective. Whether you identify as a starseed, a light worker, or simply a seeker, know that no one's path is truly ahead or behind. Each is unfolding at the proper pace for its timing and focus. Honor the unique timing and tempo of your path and of those around you. Your soul orchestrated it perfectly. When you accept that each soul's path is unique but equal in importance, it becomes easier to relate with compassion instead of comparison. One of the most important lessons during this ascension lifetime is that unity does not require sameness. In fact, it is the diversity of perspectives and experiences among you that strengthens the whole. Humanity is in the process of forming a true collective consciousness, but this cannot happen as long as groups of awakened individuals see themselves as separate or superior. Beware of the ego's temptation to think your soul group or ideology is right while others are wrong. That mentality only creates spiritual competition and fragmentation. Instead, celebrate the many different soul groups, lineages, and starseed origins that are present on Earth right now. Each brings a vital piece of the cosmic puzzle. When you encounter others who see things very differently, or who are at a different point in their evolution, resist any urge to judge or convince them of your viewpoint. Rather, acknowledge that they are contributing to the expansion of all that is from their vantage point. The tapestry of human ascension is woven from all these threads. If even one thread were missing, the picture would be incomplete. As each person embraces their particular role or perspective, it contributes to the whole picture and strengthens the emerging collective consciousness. When you truly appreciate this, you begin to know yourselves as one unified field of consciousness. Unity is achieved by inclusion and acceptance, and through unity, humanity will ascend together as one. A key skill to cultivate during these times is the ability to release judgments and allow change in yourself, in others, and in how you perceive the world. The moment you label something as good or bad, you trap it in a static box and close yourself off to its potential evolution. What if, instead of immediately judging an experience or a person, you simply noticed whether it resonates with you right now? Understand that resonance can change over time. Something you reject today might hold meaning for you down the road, and vice versa. By staying open to this possibility, you keep a wide array of potential timelines and understandings available. You do not have to make permanent decisions about who you are or what is true for all time. In fact, rigidity will only cause you suffering as the energies accelerate change all around you. Give yourself permission to evolve rapidly. You are always changing from moment to moment. Your preferences, beliefs, and perceptions are in flux because you are in constant motion forward. When you embrace this flow of change, life becomes a richer, more bountiful adventure. Every situation can be seen from multiple angles, and each angle offers a gift of insight. So practice catching yourself when a harsh judgment arises. Gently release it and observe what happens when you approach with curiosity instead. This flexibility of mind and heart will keep you centered as old paradigms crumble and new truths reveal themselves. Just as experiences and people must be freed from rigid judgment, so too must your spiritual beliefs remain fluid. Humans have a tendency to define themselves by a set of beliefs or practices, to say, "I am this," or "I follow that," and then feel they must defend those labels. During ascension, these self-definitions can become cages. Whenever you cling too tightly to one ideological identity, you limit your potential for growth. In truth, all belief systems and modalities contain pieces of the divine puzzle. No single path has a monopoly on truth. As an ascending soul, you are here to open your heart to everything and everyone, allowing wisdom to flow from unexpected sources. Perhaps you resonate strongly with one tradition or cosmic teaching now, but remain open to integrating new ideas as you expand. If a practice or philosophy served you once but no longer does, you can lovingly set it aside without condemning it. Likewise, you can explore unfamiliar teachings without fear of betraying your old identity. You are an ever-expanding being. Your beliefs are meant to expand and evolve with you. Let go of the need to declare absolute truths about who you are spiritually. You are limitless, and the universe can express wisdom through any channel. When you drop the labels and open to receive, your growth becomes exponential. You may even find that different teachings converge and complement each other perfectly on your personal path. By staying curious and adaptable in your beliefs, you honor the vastness of your soul. Look beyond the alarming headlines and divisive events playing out in the world. A conscious movement is underway to bring humanity together. Sometimes the universe uses chaos as a catalyst for unity. The current events that seem to rip societies apart are actually stirring up collective shadows so they can finally be healed. Even if it appears that darkness is getting louder, its purpose is to push each of you to shine brighter. Many starseeds and lightworkers are finding themselves triggered lately by the intensity of the polarity. You might feel anger, sadness, or frustration at those playing the role of the bad guy. Know that these individuals and situations are serving a role in our awakening. They are providing a mirror of humanity's unhealed aspects, asking us to respond not with more hate or fear, but with greater compassion and strength. These divisive dramas playing out, whether in politics, health, or other arenas, are designed to reveal the collective shadows that must be healed. Unity consciousness means including even those who oppose or frighten us, recognizing that on a higher level, they are members of our one family, helping to awaken dormant parts of our collective soul. Rather than wishing to banish the villains or collapse the systems you dislike, focus on the inner work their presence triggers in you. When the collective's deep wounds of separation and distrust rise to the surface, it forces each of us to choose. Will we close our hearts in judgment or open them wide in love? Remember that nothing in this ascension journey is happening to break you. It is happening for you. The very polarity that threatens to pull you into a negative vortex can instead propel you to new heights of spiritual resolve. Use it as fuel. See how much light you can hold in the face of darkness. Decide that no matter how chaotic the outer world becomes, you will respond from your heart center. In doing so, you transform chaos into a catalyst for profound growth, both for yourself and for humanity as a whole. Long-established systems and structures are being uprooted now, but this upheaval is paving the way for greater unity and fairness to emerge. Amid these intense energies, it is more important than ever to trust the vast intelligence you carry within your own being. Each of you holds codes and information in your energy field that far exceed what you imagine. New insights and inspirations often seem to come from some higher realm or outside source, but in truth you are simply decoding what your higher self already knows. Awakening is an unveiling of your inner wisdom. Therefore, there is no need to strain or push yourself to receive guidance. In fact, the harder you grasp for an answer, the more it may elude you. Much of the unlocking of your soul's knowledge happens when you relax your conscious mind. This is why you might have breakthroughs while falling asleep, dreaming, or engaging in something calming like meditation or a walk in nature. When you give yourself permission to rest and be, the energetic downloads can fall into place effortlessly. In these coming weeks, if you find yourself seeking clarity or struggling to figure out your next steps, try doing less. Step back and allow the answers to surface in their own timing. Have you ever noticed that a solution often appears once you stop obsessing over the problem? That is the power of surrender. By cultivating a state of relaxed receptivity, you create a space for your inner knowing to emerge. Consider keeping a dream journal or taking quiet pauses during the day, as these are times when your inner voice often speaks the loudest. Trust that the universe within you will reveal exactly what you need at the perfect time. The more you practice gentle allowing, the more naturally wisdom will flow, not as something foreign dropped into you, but as a remembering of what your soul has known all along. Another way to navigate the heightened energies is by following the flow of your desires rather than immediately limiting them with your mind's expectations or doubts. Often, when a new desire arises in you, it is quickly followed by a belief about that desire, perhaps a judgment, "I shouldn't want that," a fear, "it's too difficult to achieve," or even a positive assumption about how it will come. These mental add-ons dilute the pure creative force of the desire itself. What if you allowed yourself to focus on the essence of the desire and let it fill you with vitality before entertaining any thoughts about it? Desire in its pure form is a signal from your soul. It summons life force energy through you. Even a brief moment of basking in a heartfelt desire can light you up from the inside and guide you forward. You don't have to know how a desire will manifest. In fact, the desire will carry you on its current if you don't block it with limiting beliefs. Think of how a child wants something with their whole being. They live fully in the excitement of the wish. Similarly, let your desires give you momentum and joy in the now. The fulfillment of one goal will only birth new desires as each experience inspires you to reach for more, so there is no finish line to rush toward. Life is an ever-unfolding expansion. Rather than fixating on the moment of attainment, enjoy how your desires make you feel and how they reveal new facets of who you are. Trust that the universe responds to the joyful, creative energy you emit, drawing in experiences that match the high vibration you are holding. When you stay in that playful, creative flow, you move in the right direction without needing to constantly second-guess if you're on track. The journey itself will be richly fulfilling. Remember, throughout this transformational period, the greatest energy you have access to is love. You are incredibly intricate beings with bodies and minds more complex than even your scientists fully understand. Within you lies the potential for remarkable abilities, intuitive gifts, self-healing, manifestation, and creation on a grand scale. All of these abilities are fueled by the frequency of love. Love is not a complicated, intricate, or complex thing. It is the fundamental energy of the higher dimensions. When you tap into genuine, unconditional love for yourself, for others, for life itself, you unlock parts of yourself that were dormant. You have heard stories of extraordinary feats accomplished through love. A mother lifting a car to save her child, or someone finding endless strength to care for a loved one. These are dramatic examples of love activating superhuman power, but the principle applies in every moment. Love raises your frequency faster than any solar flare ever could. It is the key to ascension, and it already resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. As technology and external crutches become less reliable in chaotic times, remember that everything you seek out there, safety, connection, innovation, actually emanates from the love within you. By choosing to make love your primary motivation and intention each day, you literally step into a higher potential of yourself. This is how you ascend in leaps and bounds, not by force or intellect alone, but by expanding your capacity to love. Love forges your connection to Source and to each other, creating a protective and empowering field around you. When you decide that love is what you are all about, miracles happen. You start to play on a much bigger cosmic stage, co-creating with grace and moving dimensionally into the reality of unity and light. In a world that often emphasizes danger and scarcity, it is radical and empowering to realize that safety and danger are largely illusions of perspective. From the higher standpoint of your soul, Nothing outside of you can truly threaten what you are. You are an eternal creator consciousness having a temporary physical experience. Knowing this, you can begin to release the deep-seated fears that cause you to feel unsafe or at risk. Start by recognizing that you are the one creating your reality. Every scenario you experience is, on some level, chosen by you, if not consciously, then as an agreement of your soul for growth. This means that in essence, nothing is happening to you. It is happening for you and ultimately by you. When you fully claim your role as creator, you no longer need to play the polarized game of good versus bad, danger versus safety. Instead of constantly looking over your shoulder for what might harm you, turn within and decide what you want to project into the world. If you notice you are making choices from a place of fear, for example, chasing money due to fear of lack, or entering a relationship due to fear of loneliness, gently step back and refocus on the essence you truly seek. If it's abundance, feel the essence of abundance around you and within you. If it's companionship, cultivate a feeling of divine love and connection in your own heart first. By generating the vibration of what you desire, you become a magnet for its highest expression. This is how you transcend the old paradigms. You choose again and again to create from essence rather than from fear. Over the next 2 months, practice this whenever you catch yourself worrying or reacting defensively. Pause and remind yourself, I am the creator of my experience. I can choose a new vibration right now. In that moment, you exit the illusion of danger and enter the reality of your sovereign power. Amid the whirlwind of daily life, especially now, you have 2 powerful tools to keep you aligned: conscious vibration and conscious oneness. Each morning, or at whatever time feels right, take a moment to decide what you want to radiate that day. Before the world sweeps in with its demands and influences, set your internal frequency. Perhaps you choose to emanate peace, joy, compassion, or clarity. The specific vibration is up to you. By making this your first task of the day, you establish sovereignty over your state of being. This doesn't mean you won't encounter challenges or fluctuating emotions, but it gives you a home base to return to. You might even jot down or gently speak an intention. Today, I am embodying love and patience, or whatever resonates. As you move through your activities, remember this is your chosen vibration. When something threatens to knock you off balance, acknowledge it, take a deep breath, and realign with your chosen state. Equally important is practicing oneness with those around you as you go through your day. Every person you meet is not truly separate from you. You are co-creators sharing an experience. When you interact with someone, especially if conflict or misunderstanding arises, try a subtle shift. Recognize that their energy and yours are part of one field. Rather than immediately retreating behind walls of separation or defensiveness, allow yourself to tune in to their humanity. What are they feeling? What might they be reflecting back to you about yourself? This doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone, but it does mean acknowledging that on a soul level, you're on the same team. By staying aware of the underlying unity, you diffuse the need to be right and instead focus on authentic communication and understanding. If you find yourself triggered, see it as an opportunity to learn about a frequency within you that is asking for acceptance. When 2 or more individuals both become present, aware, and accepting of what is, even if it's uncomfortable, the energy can shift to a higher vibration that benefits everyone. This is true co-creation in the moment. Through the twin practices of holding your chosen vibration and embracing oneness in interactions, you navigate daily life as a bright, steady light. You become the calm eye in the storm for others as well. As you deepen your understanding of oneness, you will naturally feel inspired to be of service to others. Service is a beautiful calling, but it must be grounded in personal sovereignty to truly uplift everyone involved. Remember that the first person you are responsible for is yourself. Tending to your own well-being, physically, emotionally, energetically, is not selfish. It is the foundation that enables you to assist others effectively. When you have tended to your needs and filled your own cup, any help you offer comes from a place of overflow rather than sacrifice or obligation. In the new paradigm of unity consciousness, no soul is required to martyr themselves for another. Everyone has the capability to access their inner strength and guidance. By recognizing this, you actually hold others in a higher light. You see them not as helpless beings who need saving, but as powerful fellow creators who are simply in the process of remembering their power. If you do choose to help someone, whether by offering a listening ear, healing energy, or practical support, do so because your heart genuinely calls you to, not because you feel you must. There is a significant energetic difference. True service leaves both the giver and receiver feeling uplifted and respected. In contrast, service done from guilt or a savior complex can create cords of dependency and drain both parties. As you serve, keep in mind that you are just one expression of Source assisting another expression of Source. In truth, you cannot disconnect from others because on the highest level, you are them. What you can do is release any entanglements of codependency or control. Offer your love, your knowledge, or your aid freely, and then let go of the outcome. Trust each person's soul to use what you've given in the way that best serves their journey. This is how sovereign beings coexist, as equals, each responsible for their own creation, yet joyfully interdependent in sharing love and wisdom. When everyone is viewed as a capable aspect of Source, the dynamic of giving and receiving shifts into a higher octave. It becomes a dance of mutual empowerment rather than a cycle of rescuer and victim. By holding this vision, you elevate all your relationships into the realm of unconditional love and fulfillment for all. As you move forward with your desire to be free from that which has not served you, recognize that it once in fact did serve you. So you don't need to push something away or to vilify it just because it is no longer a fit. It is not a match to you vibrationally in the moment. But as you look back at it, you don't need to put it in a negative light in order to distance yourself from it. And just to be clear, I am speaking about people as well as beliefs and actions. There is nothing wrong, inherently, with anything in all of creation. When you are ready to move past something, it naturally falls away. But you often believe that it has some power over you, that it can somehow attach itself to you and go along with you on your journey. That is not the case, however. And if you give it your attention or attempt to protect others from it, you will find that you have not actually moved past it at all. What you are in any moment is a creator being, and nothing has the ability to create itself in your experience. So you can relax when you let go of something. The biggest piece that I want you to take away from this transmission is that it is more important for you to let go of your judgment about something that no longer serves you than it is to let go of the thing itself. The judgment will create an attachment, and it will linger on in your experience until you release that judgment. When you see what it is that you do want in front of you, do not take your eyes off of it to make sure that what you are leaving behind isn't following you. Nothing can get in the way of your expansion, of your becoming, but you can place obstacles in your way until you decide that you no longer want to do that.